Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. List 5-7. List 5-3. List 5-3.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Wentz to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Man open, it's Moss complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's got his tailback, Ricky Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
81. What's up? 50.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Second down, McNabb. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now it's McNabb. He's going to go for a big play down. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
This will be taken very short. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now Doug Marrone, with the play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Grade 15, grade 15. 81, 81. Black.
Wentz now on first down. Man open left side is Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On play action, it's Wentz. Over the middle, Sharpe's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Sharpe. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Barkley. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a play fake. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Lawrence Taylor in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
82. Run.
Throwing is Wentz. Looking for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down throw, McNabb. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Fighting through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st down, it's McNabb. Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Bruce Smith in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, Sanders now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go. Brand 38.
From the gun, here's McNabb. Throw left side, complete to Moss. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
McNabb to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's McNabb. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go! Brad 38!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And now out come the Jags. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Got a man right side. It's Sharpe. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.